Mr. Blackbird sitting in the tree, why don't you come down and sing to me about all the people that you see as you travel around the world? Oh, Mr. Blackbird sitting in the tree, why don't you come down and sing to me about all the people that you see as you travel around the world? Oh, Mr. Blackbird sitting in the tree, why don't you come down and sing to me about all the people that you see as you travel around the world? Oh, Mr. Blackbird sitting in the tree, why don't you come down and sing to me about all the people that you see as you travel around the world? Oh, Mr. Blackbird sitting in the tree, why don't you come down and sing to me about all the people that you see as you travel around the world?
Good evening. Welcome to the Chandler City Council study session of Monday, January 22nd. Council, we do have a couple of scheduled public appearances. If I could get the brand shiny new vice mayor to join me out front of the dais.
Good evening, everyone. We do have a couple of scheduled public appearances this evening. They are service recognition awards. We will be honoring 3 employees this evening, 1 from management services and 2 from our police department. So with that, I will turn it over to our city manager, Marcia Reed.
Thank you, Mayor. This time I would ask Dawn Lang, our management services director, to make her presentation.
Thank you, City Manager, Mayor and Council. I'd like to ask Clarissa Martinez to come forward to be honored for her 10-year service recognition. All right, so Clarissa started with the city in 1997 as a cooperative office education student, working in the city clerk's office as a temporary clerk and as administrative support. Finally, in January of 2008, she became a permanent member of Team Chandler, where she continued her service in the City Clerk's Department as a customer service representative, assisting customers with a wide range of services, including passports, elections, and record requests. In October 2015, Clarissa joined the Management Services Department, Accounting Division, as an accounting specialist in accounts payable, helping in the timely payment of city invoices. In Clarissa's spare time, she gives back to the community by participating annually in a 75-mile charity bike ride. She's also an avid ASU fan. Go Sun Devils, right, Nachi? Congratulations, Clarissa. You are a bright spot in accounting, and we look forward to many more years together.
I ask Police Chief Sean Duggan to come forward and make his presentation.
Good evening, Mayor, members of council. I would like to ask Dan Desjardins to come forward so we can recognize his 10 years of service with the city of Chandler. Dan began his career with the Chandler Police Department in 2008 as a crime scene supervisor, coming to us with extensive experience and knowledge from another Valley agency. He immediately began using his understanding of crime scene response and accreditation standards to contribute to the revision of our internal policies and procedures. In fact, Dan's assistance was invaluable in helping Chandler's crime scene unit become the first internationally accredited crime scene response unit in the state of Arizona. This was a huge accomplishment and will forever be an achievement that Dan will be remembered for. In his 10 years with the department, Dan has shown his dedication to the city of Chandler through his professionalism, his commitment to quality service, and the pride he takes in his work. And the city's benefited greatly by having such a dedicated employee working for the department. Dan recently announced that he will be retiring in March. So Dan, thank you for your 30 years of service to our profession and for the last 10 years helping keep Chandler safe. So congratulations, Dan. Oh, and his granddaughter was born yesterday, so that's what he's showing. Would now like to ask Amanda Symington to come forward. We celebrate her 15 years of service with the city. Well, Amanda began her career with the police department in January 2003 as a records clerk, now known as a records specialist. Amanda is recognized for her commitment to quality service, her positive attitude, and her willingness to help others, earning the respect of her coworkers and supervisors. Throughout her time in records, she has volunteered for various committees, including the RBO Technology Committee, as well as a team providing quality control during the RMS transition. Amanda has also volunteered her time outside the department, working with Habitat for Humanity, and for several years, she helped organize and led teams for Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. For her efforts, Amanda received a Unit Citation for Records, a Community Service Award, and the Meritorious Service Award. Chandler is very fortunate to have such a dedicated and giving employee. So Amanda, thank you for 15 years of outstanding service to our city.
Okay. Thank you, employees. Appreciate that. Next item on the agenda is a consent agenda. We do want to discuss one of those tonight, Council. Item 18, Councilmember Hartke had asked for a short presentation on that. So Mr. Kevin Mayo, if we could get a short presentation on that, that would be nice.
Hopefully that shows up. Thank you, Mayor, Council members. This item this evening, DVR 170011, Watchtower Car Wash and Storage. It's really a three-part request coming before you this evening. First part is a zoning time extension. The property's PAD zoning has lapsed, the total of 10 acres at that southeast corner of Chandler Boulevard and McQueen. Time has expired, and so will be, the first part of that request is to extend that zoning for an additional 3 years. The second part and third part were really focused on the eastern half of the property, about 4 acres, and it was a request to rezone the property, adding a mini storage and outdoor storage as permitted uses to it, and then PDP approval for that eastern 4.4 acres for the car wash, self-storage, and mini warehouse facility. Throughout the process, through the neighborhood process back in August, and following that neighborhood meeting, staff and the applicant had heard concerns from the surrounding neighborhood about the mini storage and the outdoor storage, most specifically, as well as some issues with the car wash. The case went before Planning Commission on January 3rd, and neighbors came out to speak their concerns regarding the rezoning request in PDP as well. At that hearing, Planning Commission discussed the same issues the neighbors are bringing up, and ultimately recommended denial of the rezoning component and the PDP component. So coming before you this evening is really just the single piece of the rezoning request for the zoning time extension on the whole 10 acres to maintain the PAD for C2 uses, and the rezoning request and the PDP request following Planning Commission have been basically a request to withdraw. The applicant no longer desires to move forward with that. He indicated he's not sure whether he wants to come forward and continue to work on some concept of that or kind of scrap the idea altogether. But with the withdrawal, it would have to come back through another process, which would start the public notification process and such all over again. Hopefully that answers the questions. Be happy to answer any more.
Council, questions of Kevin. Councilmember Hartke.
Thank you, Kevin. I've had multiple inquiries on this and from the community around there, and I wanted to be able to best address them with the latest, as well as be able to direct them to this casting, as several of them were out of town. So thank you for that.
Welcome.
Thank you, Kevin. Council, we will have one action item on Thursday. That'll be the amending the citywide fee schedule that hopefully you've all followed through the process. And with that, meeting adjourned.